Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. As you can see, I already have the cards laid out for your video. The reason that I did that is to try to keep this video from being incredibly long. We are going to clarify all of these cards. I've pulled 2 cards on what's your focus, your main primary focus for the month, and I pulled 3 cards on what is going to be your outgoing energy for the month, okay? However, I want to hit on the astrology part of November real quick. This is not for you specifically. This is kind of across the board. It's for all zodiac signs. It's kind of like a wishy-washy month ahead, okay? It's going to be the month of wanting to be emotional, but yet wanting to hold back your emotions, wanting to jump forward into projects, but yet it's like you know that you don't need to do that. You know that you need to keep yourself grounded. You know that you need to make action plans and follow through with those plans. Now, this may affect you a little bit more than any other sign, but on the 8th, we do have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, okay? So around that time frame, I'd say probably end of the first week going into maybe the beginning of the 3rd week, your energy, your emotional energy is going to be really, really all over the place. Now, as a Taurus, you can ground yourself much more quickly than other signs can. However, it's still, because it's even coming out in your tarot reading specifically. Okay, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. But the energy is just more or less, like, I made some notes, so I'm just reading off my notes, because there was kind of a lot, like I said, it's like a back and forth month for all zodiac signs, but I feel that it's going to hit you the hardest. Okay, so around the 8th, that's when we have our lunar eclipse is on the 8th. And it's like, we're going to hit a point of where you feel like you may need to kind of lash out to people, okay? But you need to hold that back. So that's where your emotions are going to kind of really be up and down in the air. But again, as a Taurus, you have the ability to kind of pull yourself back a little bit easier. So going into the end of the month, across the zodiac, it's like new ideas, new inspiration. It's this whole collective energy of just wanting to jump into new projects. So Spirit's best advice for that is to don't jump, sit back, make sure you have, actual plans and follow through with those plans as opposed to just being very, very impulsive, okay? So that's the astrology for the month. Now, the reason I said that it fits so good with you is because your focus for the month came out as the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Knight of Pentacles is that stable energy. It's the slow progression that we make towards something. It's that plan that we have, that we're doing all those small little daily things to make our plans happen. And it does take a while, right? That's why the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the deck. It's that type of progress that is going to get us to our goals. Now, coming out with the Five of Cups, that's that hint of disappointment, okay? It's sort of the energy of things are not working out the way that you thought they were going to. And so you kind of are just a little bit emotionally upset over that. And that's that part that you just need to watch out for. So when you do start feeling that like, hey, my plans aren't working out, maybe I need to scrap this project or even a relationship or whatever it would be for you, pull yourself back, ground yourself, and just kind of get yourself back into your plan, because your plans are going to work out for you, okay? It's just a matter of not letting your emotions override you due to the fact that they're not going to work out as fast as you want them to. So for your energy in the center, we have the Five of Wands. This is kind of like your overarching energy for the month, and I'm getting more of a competition with yourself, like you're competing with yourself. And again, it goes back into maybe things haven't progressed as fast as what you thought they were going to be. But it's like leading into a transition. Okay, so things are definitely changing for you. I see a dramatic change, as a matter of fact. So it's like entering into this month. We have the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. We're going down to the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, Death. Then we're going into the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Swords. This is starting the energy of working towards those plans. Right now, I think you're more focused on your finances than anything. So any type of side projects, whatever this may be that you have going on, I do feel like that it's something more towards working towards just increasing your money. However, again, I'm picking up the secondary sadness to that, okay? So it's like we got the Five of Pentacles. It's like things aren't really working out the way that I thought they were going to. November coming up for all zodiac signs is also going to be a month of flexibility, okay? It's going to be an overall energy of just, you know, reassessing everything that you've got going on, making new plans even if you have to, and then working on those plans moving forward. So, things don't always work out the way that we want them to. I mean, that's just life. But sometimes that's exactly what we have to do. We have to take a step back, we have to reassess everything, and we have to proceed forward, with a little bit of a variance, okay? So one of the things that, because I will call out every scenario I can see in the cards, one of the scenarios that I'm seeing is that you may end up scrapping a project altogether. I do not feel that's advisable, okay? I feel like, if need be, if things aren't working the way that you're doing them, just try to make some changes, but get right back on the horse, okay? It's like, put yourself right back into it and don't take too much time off from it. I'm getting that energy as well. Don't take a whole lot of time off from whatever it is that you're working on. But it's like proceeding forward. Again, you've got this competition coming in, and I feel like this is more or less just, you're struggling to learn about something. You're struggling to just get more information in, and you're training, and you're just being combative with yourself. And it's almost an energy too of maybe you're being too hard on yourself. Okay, so that's another piece of advice from Spirit is don't be too hard on yourself. Now, another scenario that I'm seeing play out, and this is where I'm talking about there might be a larger transformation for some of you. You're entering into the month more focused on money, career, finances, but you're ending this month going into kind of like more of a love situation. So there is a possibility that some of you are going to actually be meeting a partner in the month of November. So you're going from this energy of this feeling left out in the cold and this lack, and it's like, oh, well, none of this is working out. But then we got this going in from Knight of Cups, Five of Wands to the Death. Death is all about the ending of something and like the birth of something new. That could be where the Five of Wands is coming in as well. Like, you need to focus on this, but then somebody comes into your life and it's kind of like they shake everything up for you. And I'm getting that energy like very strongly. Just this, like a surprise, like something you don't expect, and it's just really going to shake you up. And it's going to pull your focus away from this and kind of go into more of like an emotional love situation. We're ending it with the Page of Swords, and I do have the Page of Swords over here as well. So again, we're going to clarify these cards, but it's kind of ending it with this, like, finding out information, okay? So finding out this information is going to kind of lead you into an emotionally better place. Now, this could be an invite coming out from somebody. This could be somebody coming forward to you, kind of, asking you out on a date. I do have the Page of Cups over here as like an exiting energy for the month as well. Page of Cups for me is a person like that. It's that youthful dating energy. It is also like an invitation to go out on a date. Knight of Cups, that could be this person coming in for you. They're connecting to this Ace of Cups right here. That could be that invitation to go out. But I think this is, again, it's going to be a shock for you. I don't think, because it's just such a huge transformation. It's like your focus is completely shifting by the end of the month. Now, for some of you, if this is not going into a love situation, this is going to be you reevaluating your projects or your plans, whatever you've been working on, and taking a new approach as to how you're going about doing everything. Maybe you're adding, maybe like some sparks of creativity or something like that come to you, some kind of inspiration. Page of Swords can be that card of inspiration and realization and that light bulb moment, that kind of epiphany moment where you realize something, and then maybe that's causing more love to come into the situation. Everybody's story is different, but for some of you, I really feel that you do have a new love connection coming in for the month of November. And it looks to be like an overall great energy. It looks to be like overall a great month. Like it's kind of starting out a little bit hazy, but by the time we get over here to the end, it's just it's definitely like you're going from this 5 to this 10. Okay, even though this is Pentacles and this is 10 of Cups, it doesn't matter. It's just like you're going from kind of feeling, that left out in the cold to, oh crap, I'm incredibly happy now. It's that type of an energy. And these two are, they're cornering each other. So the Chariot and the Page of Swords cornering each other is also the energy of this may be information you're finding out that is going to help you go towards your goals. Or again, this is information where somebody's coming in for you and your goals might be shifting. This project, whatever you had on a sideline, it might be something that just kind of does take a little bit of a back burner because of this new relationship that's coming in. But I'm being told, again, don't stop doing what you're working on, even if this is a new love connection coming in for you. Still keep working on the things that you've been working on, because you are going to get to where you want to be. You started out with a goal, right? There was a specific thing that you were, a reason why you were doing what you were doing. So it's like, don't lose focus of that just because something else comes into your life, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of clarification and just kind of see what we get. Spirit, can you clarify the Chariot for me, please? These cards are kind of a little bit sticky. Get 2 more cards for the Chariot, please. Hold on. Okay, so we got the 8 of Cups, High Priestess, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, there's that stress. It's like, and intuition is going to be playing a huge part for everybody, again, across the entire zodiac for the month of November. So this is basically like, you know what you need to do, okay? You need to move away from this disappointment, this whatever this sadness and disappointment that's going to kind of kick into your life. It's like you need to move away from that, and you know that. But it's bringing some stress into your life. Now, if this is some type of a love connection that is coming into your life and you have been focused on this, kind of, because I see something, like you've been focused on something for a little while. That could be why this Nightmare card is here, this 9 of Swords, this stress card. It's like, do I have the time for this? Do I, like, it's going to put this on the back burner, but do I want to go for this? And it's kind of like, again, like November is going to be a wishy-washy month for everybody. It's just definitely a back and forth energy of being overly emotional, then being grounded, and then being overly emotional, and then being grounded. And it's this whole energy of just listening to your intuition is what you need to do. It's like, what you need to do. And it's just the energy of how to move forward is what's going to kind of affect you a little bit. So with the 8 of Pentacles, we got Judgment, we got the 10 of Wands, we got the Ace of Wands. There's that spark of creativity right there that I was talking about. It's like these burdens that you've been carrying, there's going to be a transition. You're going to go out of this stressful time into, again, a different energy. But it's going to be because of, some type of a spark of creativity or something new and passionate coming in. And that could be this card right here. This Ace of Wands could be this Knight of Cups that's coming in for you. And that's going to help you drop a lot of these burdens. These burdens that you've been carrying, the stress that you've been going through. You got Judgment here. Judgment is all about, it's a major transition card. It's accepting that things have to change and making that change, okay? But you are going to be moving out of this 5 of Pentacles into that Knight of Cups energy. So again, it's a major shift for you. Tell me about this 5 of Pentacles, please. So we got 6 of Pentacles, we got the Hanged Man, and we got the Ace of Cups again. So you have the Ace of Cups twice coming up in your reading as well. See, that's that transition right there. You're going from the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. Something in your life was lacking. And if you were focusing on mostly like your career and your finances, maybe you weren't dating. Maybe you were single. Maybe you weren't even focusing on love. And then bam, here it comes out of the clear blue. But this, whatever this is, it's going to cause a balance shift in your life, okay? It's like the sacrifice, everything that you've been doing, you've been putting, again, just something off to focus on something else. And that did create an imbalance for you. But this Ace of Cups coming in for you, this is bringing a balance back into your life. It's like, you're also going to be realizing you don't have to sacrifice one thing for the other as well, okay? And that's like a huge, I think that's going to be part of what causes this huge shift for you, is just that realization of like, okay, I can have it all. If I plan out my projects or my work or my finances the right way, and I plan out my love life the right way, I can have it all. I can have this equal give and take. So everything you've been giving to that caused this, this imbalance, now we're shifting. And it's all going to work itself out. Can I get 3 cards on the Knight of Cups, please? Yep. So we got Strength came out in reverse. We have the World, and we have the Five of Pentacles. Whatever you've been through in the past is, I think that's part of why you were just cutting off love, if that is your situation. With the World card here, we got Judgment card here. This is that beginning of the transition, and this is that end of the whole cycle. So this sacrifice that you've been doing, this left out in the cold, you got Five of Pentacles here, Five of Pentacles here. That's a shift, okay? Because you got, again, Judgment card coming into the World card. So you're accepting this transition, and you're going to allow this change to happen, whereas you were afraid to do so in the past. You may not have dated just because, again, of things that you went through in your past, things that were, you know, obviously bad, and maybe that's why you were focused on something else altogether. Because, again, what I see coming in for you, it's going to shock you. You're not expecting it. But it's a good surprise. It's like a really good feeling behind it. You know, there was some fear that you were holding on to. Yeah, now we have the Chariot coming in with that Five of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. It's all about how we reassess our life, how we're thinking about things, what do we want to invest in. Yep, Knight of Wands. There's that person coming in. So, you know, a Knight of Wands can be considered a player energy, but it can also just be that youthful energy that gives you that that little bit of passion back in your life that you obviously were not experiencing before. You got two aces here. It's all, you know, it's the start of a new beginning. The whole, again, a whole new chapter is opening up for you. And it's like your goals may change. What you were previously focused on, this is showing right here that you're rethinking about that. And you're allowing something new to come into your life, and you're taking action, you know, letting go of all this conflict, all this past stuff that you were holding on to. This is that shift right here, okay? I mean, we got the Death card. That's the transition. This is you going from this into this emotionally happy state. Chariot is all about our goals and how we head towards them. It's about reaching the destination. Now, it can be about traveling as well. Some of you may be thinking about traveling or going somewhere, and that could be what you're taking action on. But I'm seeing this more or less just the energy of, again, you're shifting what you're thinking on. You're shifting where you're investing your time and your resources. Time is the biggest resource that we have, and I'm sensing it's more in that is what you're shifting, is like where you're focusing your time at. Can I get 3 cards on Death, please? Okay. So you got Death coming out with Death. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles, Death again, and then Queen of Wands. Okay, so Four of Pentacles it's like the Miser card. It's holding on to something, and it's holding on to it tightly. And that's that Five of Cups. This is that past you've been holding on to, that, you know, sadness and that disappointment. But Death, again, you know, clarifying Death, it's showing that you're letting all of that go. Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy. She happens to be one of my favorite queens. She's that passionate, dominating, just, she knows what she wants and she goes after it. And she does have her darker sides, but I'm not picking up any of the darkness to her in this reading. Now, going with this Knight of Wands that's coming over here, there could be an age difference for this person that's coming in for you, okay? But I'm picking up this as your energy. You're the Queen of Wands energy right now. It's about being bold, being assertive, knowing what you want. Here again is showing you're shifting your focus and you're heading towards this new, you know, this new happiness. Like, you've realized you want your 10 of Cups, and you've realized you didn't have that up here. So now we're heading towards our ultimate happiness. Like, what is it? That's our new goal, okay? That's that shift. Our goal has shifted. So tell me about this 10 of Cups, please. Okay, so you got 3 of Pentacles here, and we do have 3 of Pentacles over here as well, and I am going to clarify these cards as your exit energy, but, you know, see, this is it. You got the Star coming up in reverse, and you got the 7 of Swords coming up in reverse. It's like you've been lying to yourself about what was making you happy, and you're no longer doing that. That is the transition right there. You're accepting the truth. You're seeing, you know, you're getting things. I want to feel like you're getting messages from Spirit. They're kind of helping to clarify things for you, and it's going to be because of somebody else. It's going to be some type of a third-party situation. I don't mean third party as in somebody's cheating on each other. I mean, there's going to be somebody else that's going to come into your life that's going to make you realize what you were sacrificing, what you were not bringing into your life because you were holding on to the wrong things. Ace of Cups, please. Oh my God, this Ace of Cups, please. We got the Page of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse is just that not wanting to accept love before, turning it down before. The person who's coming towards you, you may have very well been invited out by them before and you turned them down. It's like a rejection. It's bad news, but I feel like this is bad news that you had gave somebody else. Like there was an opportunity here, but you didn't accept it. But it's like we have a mental shift now, okay? So we're moving into, again, a whole different area of our lives, and we're getting clarity. Remember I said before that the Page of Swords is, you know, something's going to bring in some clarity for you. You got Page of Swords here, Page of Swords here as well. So with the Page of Cups being in reverse here, it's like there was the rejection, but at the exiting energy of the month, it came out in the upright. So it's like what you declined before, you're now willing to accept. And it's due to some clarity that's coming out for you. Something is going to, it's like there was confusion. Maybe that was part of, like, if you were confused, like, is this person for me, or do I need to focus on my finances right now? It's like that confusion is going to be lifted. You're going to know exactly what you want and how to head towards it. But again, it's going to be somebody coming into you that's going to just change your shift on everything. And that's what's going to make you realize that you just weren't happy this whole time, whereas you may have thought you were. Tell me about this Page of Swords, please, since we do have it twice. Get 2 more cards, please, on the Page of Swords. Okay, so we have the Devil, now the Ace of Swords, King of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so somebody was quiet in the past, okay, and this caused like a little bit of a toxic energy. I don't believe it caused like a toxic energy between you and this person or something like that, but if this is a person that you already know, it's like they've wanted to come forward, you know, before, and again, maybe they did and you rejected them. And it caused it, or maybe there was something you said, even if you didn't reject them. Maybe it was just something you said, like, I'm not ready for a relationship, I'm focused on my career right now. And they felt a little bit of rejection. So, but there's this energy of just like they were holding back. They were definitely holding back. But I see coming towards the 3rd to 4th week of November, they're going to go ahead and come forward. It's like they're not willing to wait anymore. Could be a little bit of an obsession that they've had with you as well. And that's why they're not going to wait anymore. And there could even be somebody else that actually comes into your life and invites you out on a date and they find out about it. And that's where they come forward. It's definitely an epiphany moment, though. It's going to be a surprise for you. You definitely do not see this person coming forward. It could be a friend of yours. It could be somebody you work with. 3 of Pentacles coming out here 2 times. It definitely can be somebody that you work with. But I am picking up an age difference between you and this person. So our exiting energy, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. It's definitely you're learning about something, and it's going to be through some kind of an invite. It's going to be some type of somebody's coming forward to just give you some information. And I think it's going to be them telling you that they like you. And I think they've liked you for a while. I think they wanted to come forward for a while, but they just didn't know how to approach you. Again, it could go back onto something you said about maybe not being ready for a relationship, not wanting a relationship, something like that. Tell me about these 3 cards for the exiting energy, please, for Taurus. Ten of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups, hold on. Yep, Hermit, there you go, right there. You're coming out of the Hermit mode. Okay, Hermit came out in reverse. So it's like, it's being content all the way around, okay? And you're going to realize that's that realization of where you can have it all. You've got 10 of Cups over here, 10 of Pentacles over here. So it's again, it's just about possibly even creating, I don't want to say creating a family, because this is a new energy because it's coming in. creating new legacies, creating new traditions with somebody. But again, it's that realization of just knowing you can have it all. Three of Wands can be about arrivals coming in. You know, this whole time that you may have been waiting for something to happen, or it could be the energy of this person waiting to come forward towards you. I feel a heavy energy of waiting in the past. This person, you know, Six of Cups for me is a card of, it could be this person also coming towards you, presenting you with a gift, maybe something small. Now, a gift could be even just like a compliment or something. Maybe they pay you a compliment and that's what leads into like an invite to go out or something. But you're coming out of the hermit mode, okay? And this is definitely your energy. I'm picking up this like very, very harsh for you. It's like going from being single into all of a sudden a connection, okay? So again, the exiting energy is very beautiful. You're going from this lack into 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. It's like, you know, you're realizing you can have it all. You don't have to sacrifice everything you've been sacrificing. What extra messages do you have for Taurus, please, for the month of November? What do they need to know for their highest good? Especially anything you can tell us about this connection that may be coming in for them, please. What extra messages do you have for the sign of Taurus, please? And we got a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra, and your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So that's that energy of right there, realizing you can have it all. Now, there was something else that I picked up on whenever I was shuffling the oracle, but it was this King of Cups. And for some reason, I'm seeing a line being drawn between this Knight of Wands and this King of Cups. So it's a playful energy that's coming in, but it's a person that is emotionally mature, okay? They may be just a little bit on the player side. They may have, you know, they may not have a lot of relationship experience as far as like long-term commitments or things like that. They could have been in like, you know, a player before or something. But they're definitely bringing some passion into your life. But when they come in for you, they are coming in as an emotionally mature person. And that just, like I said, that was a connection that, like, I'm seeing a line drawn between those two cards. Because this is the same person, definitely. They may be just, like, youthful. They may just, you know, be, like, playful and love to play around. But they're very, let's see, what's the word? They're very, I can't even think of the word. It's like when they know how they feel, they're going to say how they feel. And again, they're coming forward. They were quiet for too long, and it's been driving them crazy. So it's like when they do come forward, trust what they're telling you. Trust it to be true, okay? Because they're not the type, like they may, you know, be youthful and play around, but they're not going to play with emotions. That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting. So you guys, I hope this reading helped you. If it did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If it didn't, be sure to check out your other sign placements because you just might be resonating with a different sign for the month of November. Thank you guys so much for joining me and good luck.